Emma Myers just broke her silence on the Jenna Ortega dating rumors, and what she revealed is a disturbing truth about fandom that's destroying their friendship. For years, fans have dissected every interview, every glance, every Instagram story between the Wednesday co-stars. TikTok compilations titled Jenna and Emma flirting for a minute straight have millions of views. Over 10 million posts speculate about them dating in real life, but Emma's revelation wasn't a love confession. It was a warning about something darker. The moment when fan obsession crosses from support into invasion, when friendship gets twisted into content, and when two young women lose control of their own story. The reason Emma can't date Jenna has nothing to do with hidden romance or secret heartbreak. It's because millions of fans have turned her friendship into a prison, one she and Jenna can't escape, because this isn't a love story. It's a cautionary tale about what happens when the line between fiction and reality disappears completely. To understand why Emma finally had to speak out, you need to understand how quickly things spiraled from innocent fan shipping to something she called invasive and harmful. When Wednesday premiered on Netflix in late 2022, the chemistry between Jenna Ortega's Wednesday Addams and Emma Myers' Enid Sinclair became instant fandom obsession. The gothic loner and the bubbly werewolf roommate who become inseparable, fans immediately started shipping Wenclair, wanting the characters to become romantic partners. That's normal. People ship fictional characters constantly, but somewhere between Season 1 ending and Season 2 production, the line between Wednesday and Enid as characters and Jenna and Emma as real people didn't just blur, it vanished completely. And here's the dark part. Even when both actresses repeatedly stated they were just friends, fans refused to believe them. Comment sections filled with, "Stop hiding it. We know the truth. Just come out already." Their explicit denials were treated as proof they were lying. The shipping became so intense that by 2024, Emma felt she had no choice but to address it directly. That's when she said the words that should have ended everything: "Don't ship real-life people." But that was just the beginning. And what happened next is the part Emma says changed everything. Fans who believe Jenna and Emma are secretly dating point to 3 specific moments as undeniable proof. Was this a secret love story, or just fans seeing what they wanted to see? The awkward first meeting. Emma and Jenna met over Zoom for a chemistry read. Emma accidentally cut off one of Jenna's lines and burst into tears afterward, convinced she'd ruined her shot. Their next in-person meeting, Emma nervously gave Jenna a hug. For fans, this became love at first sight. Emma so overwhelmed she couldn't function. But here's what Emma actually said. It was awkward. Not magical, not fate. Just two strangers meeting under uncomfortable circumstances. Jenna later joked she purposely took long pauses, trying to make Emma uncomfortable. Not exactly romantic. The New Zealand beach date. This is the moment that made fans certain. Both actresses filmed separate projects in New Zealand for 4 months, but only met up once. They went to a beach, visited a cafe, walked around Auckland, then Jenna admitted she kept going back to that beach. Fans heard tragic romantic longing, secret stolen moments, a pilgrimage to their special place. But Emma's tone, "Isn't that crazy? We were there for 4 months and got to see each other once." Not romantic, frustrated. Two exhausted actresses squeezing in one rare afternoon between 14-hour workdays. Jenna went back because it was a nice beach, not a shrine to their relationship. When Jenna became a producer on Season 2, she told Emma, "If there's something you don't like, let me know and I'll be your person." Fans heard those words and connected them to Grey's Anatomy's romantic declaration. But strip away the fantasy, an experienced actress protecting a newcomer from exploitation. Emma was 20, suddenly famous overnight. Jenna understood the pressure and industry predators Emma couldn't see yet. "I'll be your person" wasn't romance, it was mentorship. But fans were so invested they couldn't see the obvious professional context right in front of them. While fans built romantic theories, Emma and Jenna kept stating the same truth, and being ignored was exactly what Emma would later call disturbing. Emma's 2024 NME interview wasn't subtle. "I know how the shipping goes online, so I understand, but real-life people shouldn't be dragged into such views." She's drawing a hard line, ship characters, not real people's lives. She explained she's nothing like bubbly Enid. "I like my quiet time. I like to be by myself." A homeschooled emo kid with an attitude problem who listened to Fall Out Boy, the opposite of her character. Jenna tried helping fans understand she couldn't be further from Enid in real life. She was actively trying to break the illusion so fans would stop projecting fiction onto reality. The most explicit statement came when Emma said, "We don't have the same dynamic in real life. We get along so well, I love Jenna. She's one of my closest friends." I think we have a different dynamic off-screen, but I still don't think it's any less important or deep or beautiful. She's literally saying character relationship versus real friendship, both valuable but completely different. How much clearer could she be? Yet fans kept insisting they knew better. Here's the actual scandal, and it's not what fans hoped for. The worse than we think part is what relentless shipping does to real people's mental health. Emma went from 9,000 Instagram followers to 5 million in 3 days. She was 20 years old, thrust into sudden fame while millions of strangers refused to believe basic facts about her life. Every hangout with Jenna became evidence. Every kind word got dissected for romantic subtext. Every denial was treated as lying. If Emma stops being publicly supportive to avoid speculation, she'd be hiding real friendship to satisfy strangers. But continuing to be a normal friend gets treated as romantic confirmation. She's trapped. And here's the disturbing irony. Fans claiming to advocate for LGBTQ+ representation are actually forcing assumptions about real people's sexualities while ignoring explicit boundaries. Emma has never publicly discussed her orientation and doesn't owe that to anyone. Neither does Jenna. Demanding they confirm or deny anything forces them to perform their personal lives for public consumption. That's the opposite of supporting LGBTQ+ rights. The pressure affects everything. Wednesday writers can't develop Wenclair without fueling real-person shipping. Every interview, every event, every photo becomes content they never agreed to create. If two actresses can't even hug without the internet screaming romance, what does that say about us? This pattern reveals something uncomfortable. When two male actors are best friends and say they love each other, nobody demands romantic proof. But when two women have identical closeness, fans immediately sexualize it. This reflects cultural inability to see deep female friendship as valid on its own, as if women can only be emotionally intimate through romance, as if platonic love between women isn't as real. Emma was 20 when this started. She's still learning to navigate fame, but instead of privacy, she's had to publicly defend friendship and set boundaries she shouldn't have needed to explain. Other Wednesday cast members, Percy Hines-White, Georgie Farmer, have close friendships with both actresses. Nobody ships them romantically or demands sexuality discussions. The different treatment is stark, and the tragedy, this shipping culture actively harms the LGBTQ+ representation fans claim to want. Forcing labels onto people who haven't chosen them isn't supporting queer visibility. It's reinforcing that sexuality is something outsiders assign rather than something people discover themselves. The real reason Emma Myers can't date Jenna Ortega? Millions of fans won't let her just be a friend, and that's the scandal nobody wants to admit. Emma broke her silence to name what most celebrity gossip won't acknowledge. When fan support crosses into harassment, when shipping becomes stalking, when love for fictional characters turns into invasion of real privacy. The worse than we think isn't about what happened between them. It's about what we've done to them, taking genuine friendship and turning it into entertainment they never consented to create. Wednesday and Enid can be anything in fiction, but Emma and Jenna are real people whose friendship doesn't exist for your entertainment. Continuing to push after Emma explicitly asked you to stop isn't support. It's the invasion she warned us about. So what do you think? Are fans crossing the line, or is this just the price of fame? Drop your thoughts below, because maybe it's time we listen to what Emma actually said instead of what we wanted her to mean.